Have a look at their lineup, and are a couple of players that the coach has been pretty impressed with, Zoe McCabe and Samantha Guzman.
Yeah, those two able to get on the score sheet there last time out. You'll see them line up here in a 4-3-3. Austin Reisenhuber said the big key for them, they want to play, they want to possess, and that's something that they're very good at. So they want to come into this Oklahoma State team, keep possession, and give themselves a good opportunity to attack in that final third and get on the score sheet.
As for OSU, a couple of changes to the starting 11 that started in Nebraska. In comes Kate Dreyer to play in the number 6 role. And what about Adalia Gonda?
And Adalia Gonda earning her spot there after a great goal at Nebraska, as you saw there in the pregame open. But Oklahoma State typically lining up in a 3-5-2, so we'll see them kind of shift between a few formations, very fluid, but a lot of veterans returning here for the Cowgirls, so that's going to be key tonight in this matchup. We have some experience on the field.
Couple of good teams out there. We need some good officials. Let's take a look at who is going to be officiating our game tonight, and I can tell you that the center referee is Zachary Richter, and there he is, and he's going to be assisted by Karina Wilner and Daniel Banjo. The fourth official tonight is Eric Applis, and we are just about ready to go. The weather, well, driving down here tonight, Anna Bergel, it felt like 100 degrees, and we're pretty close with 99. It's a warm night.
Fortunately, with the sun down at this point, that will help it a bit, but definitely still hot. Something to be cognizant of for both teams earlier in the season, so you still have some fresh legs, but the heat will definitely take a toll.
Away we go then with Oral Roberts University playing from right to left on your screens, all in that royal blue kit as they play the ball forward. The Cowgirls in their familiar white strip, all white with the orange numbers. Molly Bryner just getting the ball away there, and they work it down the left-hand side. The first attack of the game as OSU takes the game with Bin Boydell here, still in the area, brings it into the area. Gonda's there, but it's a good clearance away, only as far as Kate Dreyer, who we mentioned in the lineup, the grad transfer from Kansas, comes in to play that deep midfield role. Now it's worked out to the experienced Morris, wearing 19. Plenty of blue shirts around her. She's going to try and go into the area, but that's good defending from the away side here, who want to possess the football and play it on the deck the way it should be played. But at the moment, they can't get hold of the football, and that's going to be key tonight, Anna Bergel, that they can get some of the football.
Yeah, it is. Oklahoma State doing a great job here early on, trying to set the pace, trying to set the tone here. Oral Roberts doing well defensively, but Oklahoma State with numbers forward here early.
Yeah, down that left-hand side. Decent ball needed. It's a good one in there. Gonda hooks the ball towards goal. They came at her pretty quickly, but she's big and strong. We'll see on the replay. Anna, this one just came at her quite quickly.
Yeah, great job on that left wing. You see her get her head up, try to find that ball in the box. You see it pop up there. She's trying to get her body up over it, but just not able to connect there. She was able to connect in that last game, as we mentioned, against Nebraska. Really great goal to open up the season for her. So Oklahoma State looking forward to the impact that she can have on the field for them this season.
Morris dispossessed by Chapel, who did really well there. Coach Reisenhuber said that his team need to possess the football, and that's what they were going to try and do tonight. He appreciates it's not going to be an easy task against the experience of the Cowgirls here, but they've done a pretty good job so far. Just having to sit off a little bit here as OSU work that ball down that left-hand side again, and Bin Boydell has been involved fully. You could see that OSU love to get the ball wide to Morris and Bin Boydell, Anna.
They do, and that's where they're technically in that 3-5-2, but those outside mids can really go from front to back as needed. And Bin Boydell's a neat story. She really came in, made an impact on the attacking front, got injured, and has come all the way back. And now we'll see her on that left wing up and down. And then obviously Alex Morris on that other side, very experienced for Oklahoma State. So that's going to be something that Oral Roberts will have to learn to deal with here in this game to contain those two.
Molly Bryner was in very quickly there. Colin Carmichael's girls play a back three. OIU ball here with the throw-in from Chapel. Hannah Voskuhl not able to keep that one in. Pineda, first real action for big player for OSU. Jeffroy. Now they work it out again to Binboydel. Binboydel getting round two. Having a retreat here back to Ellie Jeffroy, who gets it back to Binboydel. Now taking on the defender into Pineda. Patient build-up from the Cowgirls here. And in the end, it's ORU that come away with the ball. Good defensive play from ORU there to frustrate the Cowgirls.
It is, and I think what's going to be key for them here is you see them trying to be patient in their build-up as well. Once they win the ball, you mentioned they want to keep possession, and especially Oklahoma State has the ability to do that quick press and try to win the ball over. So once they do have the ball, don't want to result to something quick, try to play direct. Oral Roberts, their strengths definitely with the ball at their feet.
Pineda over the top, that's going to go all the way through to Alexa Riefer. Quickly getting the ball out to this impressive ORU side who've started the game really well inside the first 5 minutes. 0-0 the score. But it's been an impressive start from ORU.
It is, and you know, coming into this game, obviously not pleased with the opener loss 4-1 at Texas A&M Commerce, but in talking to the head coach, there were a lot of takeaways from that game that were positive, and they knew coming into Oklahoma State they would have a really good test to see where they can improve, where they can progress, and definitely have an opportunity to make this a tough matchup. And they have some great players coming back. I think he mentioned that they're somewhat of a veteran team, have a lot of experience, and that will lend them well here.
Binboydel battling away. First decision for the referee to make, and it goes against Binboydel. It's going to go to the away side, Oral Roberts University from Tulsa.
Get a quick look here on the replay. Both players battling. That could have maybe gone either way. Both arms hooked there. Referee seemed to be in a decent position to make that call. Nonetheless, Oral Roberts here with a free kick upcoming.
Free kick then, as you say. The back line for the home side, the Cowgirls, has been pushed fairly high. Group of 3 blue shirts go towards the ball. None of them get there. This is going to go through to Kate Dreyer, who can just take some time here. Left-footed ball up towards Gonda. Voskuhl trying to get the ball back to a goalkeeper who's just about going to keep it in. No corner conceded. Riefer does well. Walking pace from ORU, just taking the sting out of the game. Here's Chappell. And a little push means a free kick for ORU. There's Coach Ryven Hoover. We had a chance to speak to him, and he really wants to play the game in the right way, in my opinion, and I know yours, you know, and we've seen it in the first few minutes. He wants the ball to be played, you know, on this beautiful surface, and third season as ORU coach, and he feels he's made some progress. Yeah,
really impressive resume, and he's brought a lot of experience to this ORU side. Spent some time as a recruiter, assistant coach, understands kind of the X's and O's of the game, but has really enjoyed his role here, leading ORU to some success and trying to just continue to build and progress each season. Last year finishing third in the Summit League, wanting to continue to build on that. Obviously the ultimate goal, he mentioned as we talked to him earlier, was for them to win the Summit League, and wanted to schedule games that would really test and challenge them, and they're hungry to come in to Oklahoma State and make an impact.
And they've done that pretty well within this first 8 or 9 minutes here at the Neil Patterson Stadium. Of course, OSU, as we've already alluded to, that eye-catching win 2-0 at Nebraska. Talking to Coach Colin Carmichael Anna, he was telling us, wasn't he, that this is just a totally different game than the one that they experienced at Nebraska he was expecting.
Yeah, Nebraska, very physical, obviously on the road, and you just never know. As we'll get a quick look here, Loudon Wilson, great job on this right wing.
Yeah, early ball. Loudon Wilson cropping up on the right wing for the first time tonight. Here's Morris. Trying to play it down to Loudon Wilson. That one's just going to be out. Colin Carmichael, 20th season. And I asked him the question, didn't I? You know, are you enthusiastic as ever? And big smile on his face. He said, absolutely. And he feels he's got a good group, a good, really strong group for this season, and a great resume, of course, for Colin.
Yeah, he feels, you know, this team's bought in. We get a look at some good defending here from Oral Roberts. But this Oklahoma State team, they have some returners wanting to continue to build on their resumes here, understand what it means to get far in the Big 12, and ultimately want to achieve the NCAA tournament as well and make a deep run there. So a lot of experience coming back. He's looking forward to that for sure.
Forward come ORU. Tessapong lays the ball off to that right-hand side. Pineda has to go across to defend. Does really well, Pineda. It's won the throw-in for the Cowgirls. Jeff Roy, the left of the back three that you can see here. There's Briner and there's Chloe Joseph. Back three played the game at Nebraska, and they start again tonight, unsurprisingly. Gonda's got a little bit of work, head down to keep the ball in, does well, tries to win a corner, does win a corner. Good play from Gonda, who deserves the place in the starting 11. Big, strong striker, and, you know, deserves that place.
Great effort from her there. She's one of those players where I think, you know, in talking to head coach Colin Carmichael, said she's definitely one of the most improved, to just continue to get better and better. Obviously opened up the season for Oklahoma State with a goal, so she'll try to continue to add to that tally, as Oklahoma State with 3 players on either side of the top of the box. Loudon Wilson will take this corner.
Yeah, Wilson, as you say, from the right-hand side. Referee just talking to a few players from each side on the 18-yard line there about holding their position and not pushing and shoving. Here is Wilson's corner, right-footed, good one, into the danger area. Header down goes the keeper. Reefer makes a really good save. It was an excellent header from Kate Dreyer, and back come the Cowgirls. Now there's a shot scuffed across goal, and it's going to go harmlessly away. It was Lexi Lee that didn't really get what she wanted to get on that one. But here's a replay. What about that for a header? What about that for a save?
Yeah, great header. Reefer did well there because there was immediate pressure from Gonda after the initial header, and then Oral Roberts did a great job to ultimately clear this ball away. But the Cowgirls looking threatening here these last couple of minutes.
Throw in on the far side. Be taken by Riley Baldwin, the right back for the Golden Eagles. And again, we've seen what the coach said he wanted to do, and that's possession of the football. And forward they come again. Looking for Tessapong. Tessapong has got the free kick, the foul by Ellie Jeffroy. And Tessapong is important because she's that number 9. She's going to hold the ball up wherever possible tonight.
No, you bring up a good point, because I think what's going to be key for Oral Roberts this evening is when they do have possession and they have those better spells and they're trying to transition into the final third, they have to get numbers forward quickly, because Oklahoma State, very athletic, able to retreat fast. And if Oral Roberts wants to get momentum going forward, you mentioned the number 9 holding up that play, trying to bring numbers into the attack. That's going to be key here for them as they continue to press forward.
Free kick towards the 18-yard line. Good header away from Dreyer. It's going to be a throw in to the Golden Eagles on their left-hand side, to be taken by Alani Chappell, the junior from Riverside, California. This time it'll be a throw-in for Morris. for the Cowgirls. 0-0 the score. Good game, this one. Thank you for joining us here on Big 12 on the ESPN Plus. We welcome you again to the Neil Patterson Stadium for the home opener for OSU. Pineda, Morris, Chloe Joseph. Back to the goalkeeper, Grace Gordon. I think, if I'm right, Anna, that might be Gordon's first touch of the football there. Hasn't had the pressure up top from ORU, but I'm sure that's something they're going to work into.
Yeah, and Grace Gordon will be content not to have a ton of action. Oklahoma State's defense has been pretty sound so far in this game, and Grace Gordon transfer, spent her first 3 seasons at Seton Hall, and then came in and has done a really outstanding job for Oklahoma State, kind of establishing herself in that role.
Here's Gonda now, running at the defense, plenty of shirts around her, and in fact, they take the ball away from her just for a moment. Gonda was on her own against 4 blue shirts. They're good, well organized defensively, aren't they, ORU?
They've done a good job when Oklahoma State's gotten into the attack of compressing quickly, making it difficult for Oklahoma State to play through those lines and have those clean passes. So to their credit, they've really broken up play well.
Is Fresquez. Not afraid to go back to Reefer, the goalkeeper, who's made one fine save from the header from Kate Dreyer from the first corner from the right-hand side for the Cowgirls, who've worked it well here. Again, a good tackle inside the area. Loudon Wilson it was, who was running at the defenders. Well read by Jeff Roy. Molly Briner will bring the ball down here to Chloe Joseph. Joseph works it up to Pineda. Her first touch unusually not the best there. Chappell will give it to her teammate. Here's Chappell again. Playing it left back. Now a chance to play the ball over the top here, looking for Zoe McCabe. McCabe's there, gets a header. And it's good defending in the end from Chloe Joseph, and the referee says that it's going to be a goal kick. But just for a moment, McCabe headed the ball over the top of Grace Gordon. Bit of danger here for the home side.
Yeah, you saw a glimpse of when Oral Roberts has the opportunity to get forward. They have players that can make a difference. McCabe did a great job trying to keep this play alive initially with her head, but Oklahoma State's defenders did well to recover there quickly. Chloe Joseph, key in that defensive effort there. But Oral Roberts, you saw when they get into the midfield, they have those opportunities, have to release the ball quickly to give themselves a chance to catch Oklahoma State out of position. As you get a look here, Oklahoma State so far with 5 shots to the first from Oral Roberts.
28.5 minutes left of this first half on this very warm night, certainly in the late 90s, as both teams battling for the ball right in front of the ORU bench. Boskill. Samantha Guzman with a very good dummy there, allows it to get up to Tessa Pong. Now they tried to work it down the left to Zoe McCabe, who we mentioned in the lineups, very highly rated by Coach Reisenhuber. McCabe, he said, you'll see her driving up that left-hand side, and we've seen that in this first part of this game tonight, Anna.
Yeah, he was mentioning she's definitely one of those players that he expects to come in and make an impact for this team. And I think that was the difference he was excited about with this squad in this season, was they had some more firepower. In recent seasons, they had to rely on goals from defenders or defensive mids, and now they have some opportunities for multiple players.
Great turn and run here from Bin Boydell, who's into the box. Can she pull it back? She can. Pineda back to goal, still with the ball here, holds it up well, tries to play it back to Wilson. Here's Lexi Lee going through them all, and in the end there's a flag that goes up for offside, but good attacking play, and Bin Boydell looks a threat down that left-hand side.
She has been a handful on that left side, and Oral Roberts trying to figure out how to deny her that space. We'll get a look on the left side. You see just the drop of the shoulder, and her pace is all she needs. That change of pace, and then Pineda has her back to goal. Credit Oral Roberts there, did a great job just standing her up, forcing her to play the way she was facing. And ultimately an offside call there, and ORU able with a free kick to get that back out and Oklahoma State regaining possession.
Pineda, so important in that really double number 10 role here. Works it out to Bin Boydell again. Ball into the box is a good one. Reefer comes out, big shout from her, gets it at the second attempt. And Alexa Reefer will be happy to have the ball in her gloves, but again we say Bin Boydell dangerous with that cross into the box.
Brave goalkeeping there from Alexa Reefer. That was a dangerous ball, as you mentioned, into the box in a good spot where as a goalkeeper have to make the decision, do you come or stay?
Gond doesn't get the ball, but the referee said there will be a foul, and in fact the first yellow card I think is going to be produced here. Let's have a look at this one and whether it's worthy of a yellow card and a free kick in a dangerous position.
That's tough. You saw Loudon Wilson trying to get around. It looks like Carson Arne there might have just had a tug of the shirt. It's hard to see on that quick replay. Just the slightest pull back. He might have pulled the card there for stopping a promising attack or something to that effect. But either way, Oklahoma State, 3 players standing over the ball in a very, very dangerous position here off of a free kick.
Yeah, it's kind of take your pick here, isn't it? Pineda's there. Lexi Lee is there, and also Loudon Wilson. Maybe looks like the number 10. Lexi Lee might come up and hit this one towards goal. It's just outside the D, so around about 20 yards out. 5-player wall. There they are, and the free kick in the shade. Referee blows the whistle. Here's Pineda. And it comes off the defender. And they work that little free kick, and it's going to be a corner. And I think Ellie Jeffroy was just running up to the referee saying, was the wall back 10 yards there? But Pineda didn't quite get what she wanted on it, as it's a corner.
No, that free kick, they're trying to just give her some space for her to turn that shoulder, take a one-time shot, not able to execute there.
Here's the corner then, towards the far post. Shouts of away from Reefer, the keeper, and in the end, Molly Brannan can just nod that one out, and it's going to be a goal kick. And keeper Reefer will just take some time here, but it's a good game, Anna. You know, 20 minutes gone. It's pretty even. Obviously, OSU have had the more, you know, worked Reefer a little bit more than Grace Gordon in the Cowgirls goal, but it's a good game, isn't it?
It is, and Oklahoma State, as we've seen, very dangerous on the wings, something that ORU...
Bin Boydell here, running into the area again. Pulls it back, this time to Pineda, straight into the gloves of Reefer, who we're very glad that did not go either side of her.
As I was about to say, is ORU is going to have to figure out how to deal with, because Bin Boydell has just been up and down the wings, so dangerous. And then Pineda, good run into the box as that ball's pulled back just enough, but Pineda's shot right to Reefer. Good goalkeeping in the right spot.
Chloe Joseph clears the ball off Guzman. Morris takes over. Ball won fairly, deems the referee. McCabe playing the ball in here to Chappell. Chappell to Weir. Weir goes back to Voskuhl. Voskuhl wearing 36, not afraid to go back to Alexa Reefer. It's great, you know, when the coach says we want to play the ball on the deck. That includes the goalkeeper these days, Anna, doesn't it? They've got to be good with their feet. Bin Boydell wins it back for OSU, but Reefer's done that with her feet as well as her hands. Yeah,
she's done a great job getting involved as they try to work the ball defensively in that build-up and just adding an extra player.
Arne fully involved. She got the yellow card just a few moments ago. Jeffroy now to Chloe Joseph. Shade coming across the stadium. Alex Morris on halfway. Goes past Weir. Still with the ball here. Plays a good ball down here to the lively Lexi Lee, wearing 10. Infield here to Dreyer. Dreyer now brings in Bin Boydell, who's seen plenty of the football. Steps in field, could try one, long way out, does try one. Down goes Reefer, gets everything behind it, and that will be pleasing for ORU, who keep the score at 0-0. Here's a replay.
ORU content with the long-range shot, especially with a player like Ben Boydell, who time and time again continues to get around the corner just with her pace and dribbling ability. Just had a great first half for Oklahoma State, trying to help the Cowgirls find that first goal.
Talking to Coach Reisenhuber, and it's his third season in charge, and the one word that he wanted to stress under his head coach Rain is progress. He feels there's been progress with this team.
And that's, I think, just an attitude that no matter what team or sport, they just want to focus on where can we continue to get better. And I think this Oral Roberts team has shown that over the past few years. They want to come in and play the Oklahoma States. They want to come in and challenge themselves and put themselves in a good position to be dominant in the Summit League. And coming into this matchup, they want to play possession. We know that. They want to challenge. And they've had a good showing so far, and they've done well defensively, keeping Oklahoma State at bay.
Here's Ben Boydell. All out for a throw-in. Lexi Lee is a lively character who seems to have been given a pretty free role and are in behind the number 9, really. She's playing almost with Pineda as two number 10s, you could say, but she crops up all over the place. She's a lively player.
And what's neat about this lineup for Oklahoma State is we talked about the experience and just kind of the veteran status of the roster, is when you have a player like Lexi Lee, and head coach Colin Carmichael wants to put her in a good position, talked about just the overall improvement that she continues to have and wants to put her in a position to be successful. She can be fluid. This Oklahoma State team can transition in and out. We've seen players shift, and that's what makes them so dangerous.
Here's Morris talking to dangerous. Onto left foot, tries to curl it. Didn't quite get the curl that she wanted there. Good driving run from Morris. Very good player. You know, we'll have a look at it here. Just drifts in field and not afraid to play it with the left foot.
No, we've seen her score goals like this before, but you see that shot straight. She's not able to get that curl on it to the back post like she envisioned, but has the ability to cut inside and be dangerous on the wings and on the inside shot as well.
Head-to-head between these two. 13 wins for the Cowgirls against the 2 for the Golden Eagles. Never has there been a tie. You have to go back to 2001 to find the last time that Oral Roberts triumphed over OSU in a 1-0 win. Last time they played, it was a 4-0 win here in 2019 for OSU. Here's Gonda cutting into the box, gets a little clip on the heels, plays on. Good advantage play by the referee. Corner to the home side. Good driving run from Gonda.
We'll get another look here at the progress from Gonda. She has the ability with her back to goal to be dangerous, but when she gets turned, she can be equally as threatening. ORU does a great job to close her down quickly.
Heisler comes into the fray, as does Chloe Wright, and also Regina Morris, wearing 17. So 2 Morrises on the field for the Cowgirls. Here's the corner from the right. Flick on the near post, it's going to be wide. Just seemed to hold up in the breeze there. The corner from Loudon Wilson from the right.
Had a couple substitutions a few moments ago from Oral Roberts, and Jordan Grigsby, the senior, was one of the names that head coach Austin Reisenhuber brought up for ORU as just a vocal leader. She's been injured, very happy to have her back on the field. Unavailable last game, but another vocal leader. Other players coming into the fray, Nichols and Kingsbury for ORU, as we'll get a hydration break due to the heat.
Tell you what, we'll step away as well. It's been a good game so far with just under 19 minutes to go in this first half. You're watching the Big 12 on ESPN+.
What if AI could punish the ones that hurt you?
Hello, Aya.
The time has come to
Push the button.
world. The time has come to
Push the button.
Welcome back into Neil Patterson Stadium. If the temperature is equal to or greater than 86, Anna Bergel, I think it's about plus 13 on
It's
that
a lot more than
number.
that.
We get a hydration break. Very, very sensible, of course. It is something that's come into the wonderful game of football worldwide, and of course you can see that between the 25th and the 30th minute mark. We've got just under 19 minutes to go, 0-0. Your assessment so far of the game overall?
Yeah, Oklahoma State's come out with a lot of firepower going forward. We've seen them utilize the wings, get players in the box, and be just a threat going forward. But Oral Roberts has done a good job of absorbing that pressure. We know that they like to play the ball on the ground, important for them. But Oklahoma State, with those turnovers, has been able to capitalize a few times, but not find the back of the net just yet.
Came off the back of Pineda's heel there. There's Arifa. There's the saves.
4 for ORU, as we were just talking about, with their ability to absorb that pressure. We've seen a couple times when they have the chance to get in behind Oklahoma State, they have players like Zoe McCabe, like Samantha Guzman, that can make a difference. So just important for them as they get possession, transition with numbers going forward to give themselves an opportunity to really challenge Grace Gordon and this Oklahoma State defense, which they haven't done as much yet here in this first half.
Free kick inside the centre circle for the Cowgirls. So they play from left to right on your screens. Pineda's gone back to take it. Now, this is an interesting way of defending this one. As you'll see from our wide shot, they are a mile away from Rifa's goal here, the defenders, and they're all in a line of 10 shirts. Now they retreat. And in fact, the referee says that there was a foul. But Anna, that's quite an unusual tactic, but it can be very effective because, of course, it squeezes the play.
Yeah, Oklahoma State, if you saw just outside of your shot as they were coming in, as the ball was about to be kicked, you had 2 Oklahoma State players very clearly in an offside position. They're just trying to make those defenders think about them, be aware of them, and just cause them to maybe lose sight or switch off for a second or two, as Oklahoma State trying to time that and not be offside. But on that last play, a hard collision, as it looks like Samantha Guzman may step off here, get a breather.
Yeah, Samantha Guzman. We'll take a look here. And you can see there the collision. That's inadvertent collision as well. No, there was no malicious intent at all. And Guzman, who's not far from home, is she? Oklahoma City, and Mr. Richter there, the referee, Zachary Richter, says that there was a foul, and we'll carry on now as the number 21 for the Cowgirls. Thibault comes on. And Rifa will come out of the goal. Thibault into the fray, wearing 21. So plenty of substitutions here on a warm night, which is sensible from both coaches. Here's the free kick from Oral Roberts University. Just up the road really in Tulsa. Good challenge between those two, no quarter given. The assistant and the referee have given the throw here to Bimboidle, who's now, Anna, playing on the right-hand side, having played most of this half on the left.
This Oklahoma State team, as we mentioned, can be very fluid. A lot of options when you look at this lineup, and you'll see an example of it here with Bimboidle switching from left to right, and it also just brings a different dynamic to the attack as well, so gives her another opportunity on the right wing, because she's been so threatening and just continuing to cause problems for this defense.
T-Boy has gone on to the left-hand side. Here's Chloe Joseph clipping a ball over the top for the willing runner. That's Wilson, one of the two, Morris, one of the two Morrises. Offside against Regina Morris. 0-0 the score. 16.5 minutes here at the Neil Patterson Stadium left in this first half of this cross-conference game. ORU, of course, playing in the Summit League, and Coach Reisenhuber said basically they've got to win their conference.
That's definitely the ultimate goal, and in scheduling some of these games, wanting to put themselves in a position to see where they might be exposed, see where they can continue to build and progress throughout the season to put themselves in a position to be in stride and in good form heading into conference play.
And they've done well to defend again. Now they come forward, trying to drive the ball out to this left-hand side. McCabe. Guzman is okay and back on the field again. So challenge in the midfield, deemed fair by the referee. Now a longer ball looking for McCabe. That's going to go all the way through to the goalkeeper, all in orange tonight. That's Grace Gordon, her second year for OSU. Bryner. Headed away, brought down, handball, says the referee. Free kick to the home side. Bryner's going to come forward with this one, wearing the pink boots. Lays it off short here to Loudon Wilson. Wilson's just overdone that one. Guzman will come away with the ball. And that will be a throw in to the Cowgirls. Coach Reisenhuber just having a little conversation with the fourth official. And the referee is going to stop the clock here. And I think he's going to go across and ask the coach. Just have a little chat with the coach. You and I always appreciate good officials. I think that's good officiating, when you just have a little conversation and just ask what the problem is and get on with it.
Yeah, you saw the foul count there earlier. Pretty even between both teams, and referee trying to keep the game under control. Haven't seen too many malicious, but there's a lot of, physicality, trying to just establish yourself on the field between both sides.
Pineda, back to Chloe Joseph. Bryner will feed it across to Ellie Jeffroy, who's the left of the back three. Back here to Bryner, who is the glue at the back. Joseph, those three know each other's games really well. Pineda, wearing 13, laying it off in the midfield. Bryner, good spell from the Cowgirls here as they keep possession. Still 0-0 the score. Ben Boydell manages to get it back to Pineda. Pineda to Joseph. Pineda again, wide on the right, steps in field and draws a foul. And a chance, Anna Bergel, for the Cowgirls to get some players in and around the 18-yard box as we look at the foul.
Pineda, tough to defend because she has very quick feet, trying to finagle her way through a couple defenders, and Zoe McCabe, you see coming in on Pineda's left shoulder, just gives her that nudge. Easy call for the referee. And these are the moments, if you're Oklahoma State, want to take advantage of these dead balls. Loudon Wilson standing over this one. Oral Roberts has done well so far in this first half, defending these types of plays. It looks like they'll go short here to Ben Boydell.
Yeah, Ben Boydell here. Just gets round the defender. Decent ball needed. Pulls it back. And good defending from Tessa Polk, who's really the striker and was back there helping out. All hands to the pump. It remains 0-0. Pineda wide again on the right-hand side. Ben Boydell waits for the ball further down the right-hand side, but they have to go back here to Chloe Joseph. Molly Bryner at the back there, receiving the ball. Chloe Joseph, the Canadian. Ben Boydell driving at the defence again, not afraid to take on two here. Ball comes off the defender. Chappell, who did extremely well. And now McCabe, left-footed ball down the line, it stays in. Chloe Joseph is there in front of the substitutes warming up for the home side. Pineda chipping the ball over the top. Again, good defending. Now run from Heisler, and that's away. They're probing at the home side, but again, they're running into a very well-organised OIU side.
Oral Roberts has not backed down to any of these challenges. They've stayed organized, as you mentioned, defensively, and they've done a good job of staying connected as well, because when you have one of those players that steps up and challenges Oklahoma State, they've had good cover, they've had good balance as well, as they've absorbed a ton of pressure here in this first half. There's a few substitutions for both teams.
Yeah, Caitlin Hoppers wearing 8 took the throw-in for the Cowgirls. She's come on. The freshman from Dallas. Nicole Ray as well has come on, wearing 12. So plenty of substitutes. You'd expect that, and you know, on a night like this as well, I mean, it's very warm out there for the players, and it's good for both coaches to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, and you're still early in the season as well, and want to get people minutes and try to figure out what your consistent lineup is.
Hoppers getting a ball in from the right. Again, it hit the defender. Laid off well. Oh, are you trying to get up? Haven't quite found their players up top, have they? And that's been something I'm sure they want to improve on. They're defending well, but just haven't been able to get a bit of release up to their front players.
I think release is the right word, because when you've worked so hard from a defensive standpoint, want to give yourselves a chance to get forward, but Oklahoma State again. Yeah,
into the box. There's a snap towards goal. Reefer is there. Good danger again, playing on the flanks, getting that one in. Here's the look, Anna.
Oh, Logan Heisler, number 33, trying to turn there. She gets enough to get a shot on frame, but nothing that Reefer can't handle.
Well, Roberts will be back at home at the Case Soccer Complex there in Tulsa on Thursday for their home opener against McNeese State. The same night as OSU will be pitting their wits in the Bedlam game. You can join us here on Big 12 on ESPN Plus for that one on Thursday, 7 p.m. kickoff. To the here and now, 0-0. OSU have the ball again in the midfield. Stolen away by Heisler into the box here. Gets round the defender, shoots, and again doesn't quite get the bend that you want there to beat the keeper, Anna Bergel.
Very good individual effort, though, from Heisler. Just the sheer effort there to challenge, win the ball, and then create a bit of space for herself. But good recovery, knocked her off just enough where she's not able to get a clean shot from a technical perspective, as you mentioned, trying to curl that ball into the far post. But Oklahoma State has the ability, as we've seen, to create goal-scoring opportunities on the wings, up the middle, off of the turnover as well. As you see, 5 of those shots have been on goal. Oral Roberts still only 1 on frame so far in the first half.
Pirati wearing 16 is on for the Cowgirls. Working it into the box. It's a good one. Heisler is there, but that's very, very good goalkeeping from Reefer. You have to be brave, and she certainly was there.
And great anticipation of that ball coming in. Heisler with the diagonal run. We'll get a look here on the replay. Good vision initially, trying to get that ball in behind. If Heisler is able to get that touch around Reefer, she'd have a clear shot on frame. Excellent goalkeeping.
Well, the other thing you've got to say about that is you goalkeepers have to get it exactly right, or it can be easily a penalty that you give away. Reefer, who's a junior, went to high school at Santiago High School. Ball cleared away, but Chloe Joseph's in there to win it back for the Cowgirls now. Wide on the right, chip towards goal. It's one of those that can easily embarrass the keeper, as the ball came in there from the right-hand side. Ball in was from Caitlin Hoppers. A couple more changes for ORU. Even game, just less than 7 minutes to go. Goal kick, Reefer with it.
I believe Savannah Spielman coming onto the field for ORU here in the last few minutes of this first half.
Reefer said that she chose ORU because of the atmosphere that's been created by the players and the coaches, and that's something that both coaches actually said to us, didn't they? That, you know, they've had a good build-up to the season. We'll come back to that. Here's Heisler into the box, round two, drives it across goal. There's a slide in at the far post, but no connection made. Really good play from Heisler, who's looked a threat, and sliding in was Nicole Ray at the far post.
And Heisler, good things will happen if you go across goal. She's trying to find that far post, whether she's going for a shot or a cross. Either way, when you play a ball like that into the box, good things generally happen. And Nicole Ray almost getting on the end of that one. Good effort, but not able to connect there. Heisler's done a good job since coming on, making an impact, making it difficult for Oral Roberts to contain her.
Roskul away. Chloe Joseph. Now the dangerous Heisler slipping that ball out to the right-hand side. There's a ball in, the two goes at the ball there inside the box. Both of them really missed, and now Chloe Joseph has missed but has recovered really well. Good defensive play, missed the first ball, got the second one. And now Jeff Roy will spin the ball out wide on that left-hand side again for the Cowgirls, who are probing here with 5 minutes to go till half-time.
Oral Roberts, again, defensively, right place, right time, doing a good job anticipating those wide balls and that delivery coming in, making it difficult for Oklahoma State to have a clean shot on frame.
Heisler again driving at the defense. Can she get a ball in on the right foot there? And in the end, the shout from the bench was away. Let's have a look at the replay, Anna, with this first chance for OSU.
Again, Heisler, good distribution, understanding you have a player on the wing and a good ball in the box. Multiple players in there have the ability to connect. You want someone coming in flying with a strong shot on goal, but ORU did a great job with numbers in the box, keeping it compact.
Forward come the Cowgirls again. Left-footed ball into the box. Morris was nearly on the end of that one. It's going to come back here to Jeff Roy. Jeff Roy into the box, trying to find Purity. Purity battling away, but again, Oral Roberts getting that one away. It's going to be a throw-in on the far side. Just less than 4 minutes to go till half-time. A goal now for either side. Really good time to score in a game of football. Chloe Wright to Joseph. Good ball into the box. I say a good ball, just a little bit too much on it. And nice for Alexa Reefer to catch the ball and calm things down.
See Joseph there, defender for Oklahoma State, has the ability to distribute, looking for that diagonal ball in with runners on that far side, but just a bit too straight.
Flying challenge coming in there, but T-Boy has done well to get it into the box, headed away. Now there's a shot that comes off. I think it came off Heisler, or will it be a defender? It's going to be a corner. And as I said, a really good time to score now. We'll just have a look at the replay here. It was good play from Purity.
Great first touch, sets herself up nicely.
Free kick, there's Reefer organising the defence. Everybody back inside the 18-yard box for ORU, as you would expect. Corner then, it's going to be the in-swinger with the left foot towards the near post. There's a flick on, Reefer gets a hand on it, and it's sliced away, and it'll be another corner. It was a really good corner from Nicole Ray. And she'll get another go here, Anna. It's good to mix it up with a left foot in-swinger here.
I agree, Oklahoma State has more numbers in and around the 6-yard box as well. There's a lot of traffic.
Two players go short for this one. Gaynor Morris went short. Here's Nicole Ray in again. Reefer gets a hand on it. Somehow keeps it out from under a bar. Now there's a shot towards goal, and Reefer will take that one. The shot was from Chloe Wright. But that was danger again. Arifa right underneath her bar did extremely well again.
In a very congested area, she finds her space, strong hand to keep that ball out of danger. Oklahoma State again pops out to Chloe Wright, uses the inside of her foot, trying to place that, but goes right to Reefer, and ORU able to deny another goal-scoring opportunity.
That one's going to spin nicely for Reefer. Reefer being proudly watched by first-year goalkeeping coach and assistant coach Jacob Rogers. Fine goalkeeper himself in his time. He himself was a coach at Edison High School from 2012 to 19, and also with the Tulsa Athletic. We're a team in Tulsa, and he served as the WSA Director of Goalkeeping since 2018. Now, referee's blown the whistle here. There'll be a free kick late on, and the referee wants a word. He's just pointing out some fouls. He's saying that's persistent fouling, and that will be a yellow card for Carty Kingsbury, who made it absolutely clear that it was kind of a third foul, and it's persistent fouling and into the book.
Yeah, she comes in late there on that challenge, gets tangled up, but don't want to give up these fouls in and around the 18 against a team like Oklahoma State. 2 yellow cards so far, as you see there in the first half for ORU.
Nicole Ray raises the left arm, could go for goal, but just decides to ding it over the top. And again, that very high line, which has been well rehearsed in their practices, mean it's more frustration for the home side. And we've got just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. The sun has gone away completely from the pitch, and there's a late substitution here as Marcela Alves comes on, the Brazilian. And the last few seconds being played here, and we will all go in at 0-0 in this one. And it's been, you know, a really good first half, no goals. Anna, your thoughts before we go to break?
Yeah, in favor of Oklahoma State from just a goal-scoring opportunity perspective. They have been peppering this ORU defense, but to their credit, they've held strong. They've done very well containing some firepower from Oklahoma State on the wings, centrally as well, and have a bit of belief here going into halftime 0-0. It's important for ORU, with they have possession coming back out in the second half, want to connect going forward and give themselves a chance in the attack. But Oklahoma State, very strong performance in the first half. They'll be disappointed they didn't get a goal, but a lot of work for both teams here in the second half.
We'll step away now, and we'll be back with some thoughts on that first half. You're watching the Big 12 on ESPN+.
Alright, this game's for all the burgers. If we win, everybody gets 645-cent bag of burgers from Brahms! 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 The defense has recovered the hamburger! Man, you flattened him like a hamburger. I did. A burger, 645! Bag of burgers, 645!
What do you want me to do? For dinner and pick her up from soccer practice? Take a number.
Nobody likes to wait. Mercy is eliminating the wait for great health care. Our online tools mean you can get the care you need now. Mercy Now. More of what you need now.
At OG&E, we know seizing your day starts with us keeping your power on. It's why we're creating a smarter grid for you that can your power stays on more than ever. We'll never stop investing in reliability, because at OG&E, we energize life.
As we embark on the 60th anniversary.
Stadium, you can see both coaches there talking to each other, and of course, coaches' polls very, very to the fore as we have a look at the Summit League with Anna Burgle.
Yeah, Oral Roberts sitting in fourth. They lost in the semis of the tournament last year, and then in head coach Austin Reisenhuber's opening season with the Golden Eagles, they actually lost in the championship game, so they know what it takes to get to that final. Obviously, the ultimate goal there is for them to win this league, and they have tried to do that and set themselves up challenging Oklahoma State, who on the other side in the Big 12 has opened up from the coach's perspective at 8th. So Dave, about middle of the pack.
Yeah, middle of the pack for Coach Carmichael there, who looks very relaxed, taking a drink.
It's also debut season for Arizona, Arizona State, and Utah for the Big 12. So the Big 12 just continues to get stronger. BYU sitting at the top from the preseason poll, and Oklahoma State sitting at 8th, but we've seen time and time again, this can absolutely shift, and most of the players in both of these locker rooms do not pay attention to any of these standings and just want to go out, focus game by game. And obviously tonight, the scoreline with the way it is, wanting to come out and continue on the quest for the goals and aspirations they have for the season.
Away we go in the second half with the Cowgirls playing from right to left on your screens, wearing all white tonight with the orange numbers against the team from Tulsa, Oral Roberts University from the Summit League, as they drive the ball forward in their royal blue jersey, shorts and socks, playing from left to right. Thank you for your company here on the Big 12 on ESPN+. And immediately it is OSU in possession. And there's an offside, so a chance for Molly Briner just to kill the ball dead here and take a free kick and settle the second half down. As we said, plenty of shots, 7 on target for OSU. Finn Boydell down that left-hand side, driving here into the box. This is a really strong run for her, pulls it back, and there is an ORU defender just to foil the danger there. But Finn Boydell again, Anna, starting the second where she finished off the first.
Just the energy that she brings, and she's so good on the dribble with pace, and not a lot of players can do both. She does such a great job distributing as well, as you see her there. Oklahoma State again on this left wing.
Yeah, Pineda's continue to run here. Wants to get it onto a favoured right foot. Good defending again. Ball cleared. But really, OSU on the front foot very early on in this second half. Goalless first half. No shortage of action. We say again, Reefer had a wonderful first half in the Oral Roberts goal. Throw in to the Golden Eagles.
And you would expect this kind of start from Oklahoma State, especially you saw the statistics at halftime, wanting to make sure they're efficient in front of goal when they have those chances, be clinical throughout the season. Those moments don't come very often, and want to make sure they take advantage. So I'd imagine the talk at halftime was instilling that, wanting them to come out and get an early goal and take advantage. There's a stoppage here from the referee and a yellow card issued here early in the first few minutes of this second half.
Yeah, Riley Baldwin goes into the book here. Referee Mr. Richter right on the spot. We'll have a look at this one.
See, I think he's calling there. She comes in, kind of steps on the foot. Somewhat of a late challenge. I think might be a bit soft if I'm a player. I don't know if I love that call early on in the second half, but nonetheless, an opportunity here for Oklahoma State.
Molly Briner took the free kick. A strong challenge. Briner gets it back here. Could try one, does try one. There goes Reefer again, easy save in the end. Molly Briner up from the back three there. And Reefer can just take the sting out of the game. Interesting formations out of the back three for the Cowgirls against the back four for OIU. It's always a point of discussion in this wonderful game played around the world, isn't it? Do you go with a back three or a back four? And I guess the answer is coaches have a squad, they pick out what's best to do.
Right, it just depends on the personnel and where you feel like your team will be most successful. And so far in the first half, you could tell from Oklahoma State's personnel, they have the speed on the wings, as Oral Roberts here.
Yeah, trying to build down the right-hand side, but that's just going to be shepherded out for a goal kick.
And on the opposing side, the 4-3-3 for Oral Roberts, it's something that they're comfortable with. They do have some returning players that understand that system. But in this game, when you talk about kind of the tactical matchup, Oral Roberts hasn't really been able to solve for that problem on the wings for Oklahoma State. They have that extra player, that extra option on the outside that has been tough for them to slide over and defend.
Ben Boydell again on one of those scurrying runs, steps inside, plays a neat little ball infield. Now it comes to Loudon Wilson, and now Lee will hit one, but just doesn't get that right from a long way out. And I guess if, you know, you're OSU, that's okay, isn't it? But if you're ORU, you're pleased to see shots coming in from 25 yards out.
Yeah, or are you content with that? If you're Oklahoma State there, Lexi Lee, very dangerous player, but Alex Morris making that run on the right side, had space. I think the decision making there might have been a bit better if she played that ball out wide and continued her run into the box.
Alex Morris again driving forward infield, plays it out to the left-hand side. Little bit of work to do here for Wilson. Wilson, get it in, was the shout from the bench. In it goes. Now Pineda with a shot, and again, maybe the story of the night so far, that they're just not getting clean shots on goal.
And especially when you have players like Pineda and Loudon Wilson, they haven't been as active as you would expect them to be and have clear-cut opportunities. And Pineda, 9 times out of 10, she's going to hit this really well, but she just doesn't connect with it the way she wants to here. Reefer in a good spot, and ORU back on the other end in transition.
Well, they wanted a call there, and in fact, the referee's gone with the call. I think there was a hand. There's a desperate shout from Julia Tessapong. Let's have a look and see if this was a handball. She was pleading to the assistant, and the referee in the end it was who gave the correct decision.
Molly Briner initially with a great tackle there, but you saw at the end, hand touched the ball, and Oral Roberts, good opportunity here off of a free kick, kind of slow the game down, get numbers forward. Multiple players in the box, 2-man wall for Oklahoma State. Looks like Ellie Jeffroy will come over.
Here's the ball into the box. It's one of those difficult ones for the keeper, but she watched it well, did Grace Gordon, and grateful to get it into gloves. Chloe Joseph. Alex Morris. Good ball into Kate Dreyer. Ball broken up by, inadvertently, the ball hitting Heisler's back. One back by Pineda. Driving run, continues the run. Here she is again, getting the ball at her feet. Good, tricky feet onto the right foot. Round 1, round 2, into the box. Sliding challenge coming in. Decision for the referee, no penalty. Good challenge. Had to get it right, Anna.
I think that's the right call. Really good defending. Pineda has very quick feet. Almost gets around the third defender, but Oral Roberts again doing a great job to break up play.
Tessapong, the Icelandic girl. Jordan Grigsby there in the midfield, one of those blue-collar workers. Joseph read that one pretty well, got a little bit lucky, gets it back to Briner, who will start things off again for the Cowgirls. 0-0 the score. These two meeting for the first time since 2019 in the second game of the season for both teams. Oral Roberts on the road again. Ben Boydell into the box. Can she pull it back? She does. Where will it fall? Into the gloves, the grateful gloves of Alexa Reefer. But Ben Boydell is proving to be a real thorn in the side.
And again, a timely challenge from Oral Roberts' defense. Ben Boydell gets around the outside, tries to pull that ball back. But the Golden Eagles do well to compress the box. You see her get her head up. And again, haven't been able to get a clear-cut chance in these last few goal-scoring opportunities. Credit the defense from Oral Roberts.
Hannah Voskuil it was. Anna with a fantastic tackle, and again there's been some very well-timed challenges. You've got to be careful when you go sliding in the box, of course. It's going to be a throw-in to ORU. Coach Rice and Hoover talking to us and saying, we're not just here for the occasion, we've come here to play, and to play they have. And if anything, they've, in this second half, taken it to the Cowgirls a little bit more, haven't they, at the start of the second half?
They have. They've had a really solid defensive performance up to this point, and they've been able to get more numbers going forward, had the dead ball opportunity, more numbers here in the attacking third, and that's what they want. They want to build more confidence going forward, take a couple of shots, challenge Grace Gordon, because with the scoreline the way it is, it sounds obvious one goal can change this game, and Oral Roberts have the players to do it if the moment presents itself.
Molly Briner clears the ball away. It's gone away for a corner. Everybody back by Lexi Lee, who stays up for the Cowgirls. Now, is there something they've been working on in the Case Soccer Complex there in Tulsa here for ORU to try and break the deadlock? There's two players on the edge of the 18. The corner from the ORU right. Plenty of action inside the box, and a chance, and cleared off the line by Chloe Joseph. Really well worked corner. There was a flurry of activity with players running everywhere around there, and in the end, the Cowgirls have to clear it off the line.
An initial deflection from Oklahoma State. Players running in. You see both players on the goalpost for Oklahoma State. That ends up being the difference maker. And Oral Roberts so close to finding the back of the net there against the run of play.
And a good take by Grace Gordon. Referee just sprinting in there. Didn't want any shenanigans going on when the goalkeeper caught the ball. Here's Alex Morris. Going back to Chloe Joseph, who really, thanks to her, the score is still 0-0. Cleared it off the line. All good defenders alert at all times in Boydell. Gets a 1-2 going with Pineda. Strong challenge coming in from Jordan Grigsby, the graduate student from Pearl River. Really strong challenge. Pineda again. In Boydell now, Heisler. Heisler can run towards goal, into the box, goes towards goal, into the gloves again of Alexa Reefer.
And you see again from Oral Roberts, you have that initial first defender coming in, then you have the cover applying the second bit of pressure, and Heisler doing a good job there to get in behind with pace, but the shot not able to come off cleanly. And right at Reefer.
Pineda, who's been more involved in this second half, lays it off to Morris. Morris, long raking ball to Pineda, who's finding more space here. Boydell is behind her. Pineda's just towed that one out. But you look at the attacking players for OSU, Pineda, Boydell, Heisler, you know, they're all at it, aren't they? And you know, Morris on the right-hand side, they've got the attacking players to break this down.
I think you bring up a good point in what makes Oklahoma State's attacking so, you know, just threatening for these defenses is you mentioned two quote-unquote wingers and not forwards, and you have these players that can get involved in Boydell, Morris, and then Heisler. And really for Oklahoma State, Loudon Wilson, who hasn't had as many touches on the ball, one of the most impactful players for Oklahoma State. She's been kept pretty quiet. Pineda's started to get more touches in the second half, but you have multiple players stepping up. But again, ultimately, the final most important stat of them all, someone needing to step up and find a goal.
And I didn't even mention Lexi Lee and Loudon Wilson. So, you know, you keep adding to the list. Here's Pineda. Heisler. Again, good stout defending. Pineda. Went back to Jeffroy. Quickly in was Kennedy Lang Bartels, wearing 12 for Oral Roberts. Molly Briner. Chloe Joseph.
Just a reminder, Oral Roberts in their opening game gave up 3 first-half goals. So the improvement alone from that last game, and that was something that head coach Austin Reisenhoover just really harped on, wanting to continue to step in the right direction each game. And you come in to an environment like Neil Patterson Stadium against a quality opponent like Oklahoma State, holding them scoreless in the first half and continuing to find opportunities now here in the second half to try to go forward. Had a much better showing from a first half perspective from both games here tonight against Oklahoma State.
Baldwin, who got that yellow card in the second half. Lang Bartels was in there, but it's a little bit overzealous from Tessapong. Julia Tessapong, the junior, receives the ball, lays it off well. Grigsby, Lang Bartels, Baldwin. Really good play from Oral Roberts here. Lang Bartels drives the ball. Doesn't get past Ellie Jeffroy. And then Jeffroy inadvertently stands on the ball. Throw into Oral Roberts. Gain now. Is getting spicy. There's good tackles being put in here by both teams. Here's Baldwin. And that just breaks things up, and Boydell, deep in their own territory, will drive the ball up towards halfway. Headed back, though, by the number 37, Fresquez. There's an offside. And Anna, I say again, 0-0, but it's a good game, this one, isn't it?
It is, and Oral Roberts has done a better job in these last few minutes of finding those connecting passes, that combination play, and getting more numbers involved, as opposed to when you have that release pass up top and you have the one player trying to hold it up and allow players to get forward. They've done a better job in transition collectively as a team to try to put themselves in a position for a goal scoring opportunity. Definitely a better showing from them in the second half in the attacking third.
Heisler to the byline, left-footed ball, brings it back to the edge of the box. Here's Morris, could strike one, still trying to get it onto left foot. Here it strikes towards goal, and it's wide. Morris was patient. She was on her right, she was on her left. In the end, a few yards over the bar.
Morris trying to create a bit of space for herself, but you saw Oral Roberts defenders crowding around her, not allowing that clear-cut chance. Here's another angle, and Morris has quick feet, just trying to find that half a yard to release that shot up and over. And Reefer content with the long-range effort.
OAU bringing on 3 substitutes. Number 23 is Carson Arne, who got the yellow card in the first half. Also, Carty Kingsbury and Haley Nichols from Prosper, Texas. The senior comes on wearing the number 6 shirt. 0-0 the score. We've got just under 29 minutes to go in this one. Up towards halfway. Good strong header forward by Kate Dreyer. Heisler in the box. Round 2. Just being driven away from goal here. Plays it back to the edge of the box. Falls at the feet of Bin Boydell. Pineda involved. Bin Boydell again. Driving again to the line. Over the keeper's head to the far post. And it's going to come back here nearly to Alex Morris. But again, it's OAU that foiled the danger. But OSU are knocking on the door here, Anna.
And trying a few different looks. Bin Boydell with that ball up over the top there, trying to find the backdoor run. But Oklahoma State, again, just not able to connect on that final pass. But doing a great job initially to win the ball back as Oral Roberts trying to regain possession here.
That's a good ball. Chloe Joseph just for a moment had 2 blue-shirted players bearing down on her, but good defending again. Been very impressed with Ellie Jeffroy and very impressed with Bin Boydell. And Heisler just stepping over that one. It's going to run harmlessly away. The back three for the Cowgirls have had to stand strong, Anna, and they're a good back three who know each other's games very well as we look at the attacking here from Ben Boyd.
And Ben Boydell opting to go up and over on this cross, and Loudon Wilson just a step off there, trying to restart this attack as Alex Morris was at the top of the box there, but cut out by Oral Roberts again. But you bring up the defense for Oklahoma State, and we haven't really had to say much this evening because Oral Roberts, from an attacking perspective, trying to still get things going outside of the great goal, the corner kick opportunity. But Molly Briner, Ellie Jeffroy, Chloe Joseph all have played together. They understand from a tactical perspective their roles, very experienced players.
Cowgirls on the attack again. Gonda, who's come back on the field, it just couldn't get through to her, standing there on the right-hand side of the box. Borscoe along ball forward. A little bit of action for Grace Gordon here. Briner just sharing a little 1-2 with Gordon. She clears from the D. Headed back. Brought down by Nicole Ray in the midfield. Carson Arne involved, couldn't keep control of the ball, and then there's an overzealous challenge, and the referee, I think, is just going to talk here to Audrey Weir just for a little bit of afters there. I think just left a foot in here, and we might see as the foul is given, and then there's a little nudge there. I think that's what the referee's talking about, and I think he's going to show the yellow card. Yes, he is.
Yeah, you saw that little bit of extracurricular after the play. Gracie Ben Boydell. It's been a physical matchup between these two teams. Getting stuck in tackles, very physical game, but both teams have done a great job trying to play possession. As you get a look, Oral Roberts with 4 yellow cards on the evening.
And I think Zachary Richter, the central referee, has kept a very close eye on everything, been right there on the play. Here's Regani Morris. Cleared away again, 0-0 it remains.
I think what's been neat for both of these teams too is in watching this game develop, both teams look like they've played together. And that's something you don't always see at this point in the season. Second game for both of these teams, but both coaches had similar themes where they had some returning players. They had a lot of success in the off season and in that spring season, to where they felt like they came into regular season with a solid understanding of the lineup, a solid understanding of how they wanted to play, the identity of the team, and especially in this day and age where you have the transfer portal, you have players moving in and out very frequently. It's uncommon that you have that continuity in both programs, having that and just the leadership that creates. And that's just an intangible that will ultimately be very successful for both of these teams heading into the season.
Jeffroy heads it away. Kara, excuse me, Torgerson just leaving this one. Working hard up front is Tessa Pong. Tessa Pong not able to get round Tebow. Now Nicole Ray is on the scamper. But again, good defending. Nicole Ray wanting to throw it to Gonda's feet, didn't quite get there. Chloe Wright stepped in with a challenge. Nicole Ray wide on the left-hand side. Neat little ball here to Gonda. Gonda now to the byline. In comes the challenge. A very, very good sliding challenge it was too, from Carson Arne, who, remember, is on a yellow card, so how to get this right.
Had to be timely there. Gonda trying to get around the outside, and Oral Roberts, again, from a defensive perspective, making it difficult. But the Cowgirls with a corner kick opportunity.
Corner it is from the left-hand side. Plenty of running from the 18-yard box. It's into the area. It's headed away. And then the shot just over the bar. It looked like it was going further over, and it seemed to dip at the last second, but it's away for a goal kick. Reefer's going to take time out of the game here as we see Samantha Guzman coming back on and Hayley Nichols. 22 and a half minutes, so we've played 3/4 of the game and it's 0-0. Reefer with the goal kick. It's a header back from Morris. Now Gonda in between two defenders. Gonda's gone between them. Still in there, very strong and powerful. It did come off Gonda. It's going to be a throw into ORU, but she's strong, isn't she? And a handful for defenders.
Yeah, trying to get in between there, but Oral Roberts, multiple players had come back in transition, so making it tough for her to find a clean breakthrough. And at this point in the game, it'll be interesting to see how both coaches adjust, because Oral Roberts obviously has spent a lot of this game defending. Definitely want to continue to go forward and trying to find that goal, but from Oklahoma State's perspective, you might start to feel a sense of frustration or potentially not desperation, but they've had so many goal-scoring opportunities that wanting to put one in, and Oral Roberts just continuing to have an outstanding defensive performance.
It's interesting, isn't it, talking to the two coaches who, you know, lots of smiles before the game, and they're even talking to each other at half-time. You know, Austin Reisenhuber said, you know, it won't win us a conference if we go away with a win, or if we lose, it doesn't matter. But when you're out there now and there's 21 minutes to go, you don't want to lose the game of football now, do you?
No, definitely not. And if you're ORU, I mean, as we'll get back to that, Loudon Wilson trying to find her way through.
Yeah, Wilson trying to find a ball out to that far side for Caitlin Hoppers. Throw in. Nicole Ray is all over the field in a good way at the moment. That comes off the shins of Nicole Ray, and it'll be away for a goal kick. And I'm sure we're going to have a hydration break any second as they make one more change. Pineda again coming onto the field, and a well-earned rest for the number 11, Loudon Wilson. Goal kick. Driven out towards the right-hand side. Throw-in just down below our commentary position here at the wonderful Neil Patterson Stadium, a wonderful place to play a game of football. The field, you and I walked on it just before kickoff, Anna, and it really is like a carpet, isn't it? It's a beautiful place to play.
Yeah, it's an incredible field. There's OSU on the right side.
Hoppers into the box, headed away. Pineda's in there. There's a strong challenge again. ORU finding it difficult to get anything going offensively. They play up to the front line, but the Cowgirls' defense is so strong and physical. It's very hard for them to turn, isn't it?
It is, and I think, you know, for Oral Roberts, trying to get players in transition quickly is tough because it requires extra energy going forward, and they've spent so much of their time defending that making that extra run sometimes is a gamble, but it might be necessary if they want to put themselves in a goal-scoring position. And Oklahoma State just continuing to try to throw numbers forward here.
Tebow, Gonda, long way out, and again a fairly easy routine save for the goalkeeper Alexa Reefer.
I think that's a bit of a shot that you settle for there. You're facing goal, you have numbers going forward. We've seen Gonda and the likes of other players for Oklahoma State score goals from that distance before, but they've had more success when they've had numbers in the box.
Again, say the Team from Tulsa, OIU, are just holding firm here at the back, but it just takes one moment of brilliance or an unlucky bounce of the ball and things can change. 0-0, just under 18 minutes to go here.
Great vision and awareness there to release on that right side and in behind here for ORU.
Good play. But Pineda comes away with the ball now, driving down the left-hand side, steps in field, Gonda ahead of her. Gani Morris, down goes Kiefer again, good save, down to the right, it's going to spin away to Pineda, who keep things going here for the home side, probing to break the deadlock. Pineda back to right, over the top, there's Nicole Ray, did really well. Hopper into the danger area again. In steps the defender for OIU. And they've got to get it out of their own 18-yard box, and that is no outlet. Goes to Chloe Joseph. Hopper. Gonda closely shackled by 3 different defenders. Hopper again on the right-hand side into the box, again cleared, and you have to say every ball that's come in, Anna, pretty much has been either saved by the goalkeeper or the leg of a defender.
And that's the difference for Oklahoma State, needing to get it past that first defender in the delivery inside the box, because you have numbers in the box, you have good options in space on the wings, but it's the execution of that final pass that's been lacking. And on the opposite side, I mean, ORU, as we've talked about all evening, has not given them a clear path. They haven't made it easy for Oklahoma State, and just continuing to be solid defensively. And Oklahoma State's going to have to try something different. They might have to bring some creativity into the mix or overlapping, do something different to pull ORU out.
Well, Colin Carmichael is a very experienced coach. I mean, he guided the Cowgirls to 6 Big 12 Conference Championships, 2008 and 9 and 10 and 11 and then 17 and 19. So I'm sure he's got something up his sleeve here. Gonda. Closely shackled again by Arne. And away from ORU again. Good hold-up play by the Icelandic. Tessapol. A little bit of trickery in the midfield, but not going to get round Chloe Wright too often. Challenge on the halfway line. 2 players slide in. Pineda comes away with the ball. Central. Intelligent ball out to the right-hand side. Caitlin Hoppers. Pineda turning. Left-footed shot! And it looked closer from up here as we go to a hydration break, but Anna, that last effort, Pineda finding a little bit of space, and she hasn't been able to find that, particularly in this second half, such as the good defensive prowess from OIU, but just wide of the target there.
Yeah, you see a opportunity there, and I think both teams with a hydration break, so we'll come back shortly after, rehydrate for both teams, and we'll be back shortly after this.
So goal kick, lots of substitutions there. My mistake there, I thought it was going to be a hydration break, and maybe, you know, we'll see if we're going to get one of those in the second half. Easy one for the referee there to give. Foul, and OIU will just take the sting out. It's a good game management from the team from the Summit League.
Yeah, it is, and you want to get players involved as well. I mean, we talked about the experienced lineups and understanding, you know, both of these teams have had time in the spring to play together, but definitely with the heat and the game management, want to maintain fresh legs.
Jeffroy with a header. Chloe Wright's there. Referee says the ball was played. Here's Pineda in the centre circle. We'll pick out Finn Boydell here. Goes to the byline, pulls it back. It's a really good one, and there was a really good effort from Heisler there, just having a create something there. Not an easy body position there.
No, and Heisler just trying to get something on that to redirect it on frame. She's able to do that, but not generate enough power or get that ball away from Reefer as it goes right to her.
Right, in Boydell. Ellie Jeffroy down that left-hand side. Pineda is there. Again, good play from the defence. There's Heisler, 7 goals last season. Would love to beat that tally this season. To the byline, pulls it back to the 18-yard box. Pineda now onto the right foot. Chance here. Drysdale's goal. It is the first goal. Pineda's been knocking on the door. The ball was played to her. Created the space. Right-footed, 20 yards out. Beats the keeper. And the deadlock is broken. It is OSU 1, ORU 0.
All Pineda needs is a little bit of space. Unfortunate for Reefer, she's had such a good game, able to get a hand on it, but the power generated from Pineda is enough to beat the goalkeeper and break the deadlock here in Stillwater. Relief from Oklahoma State. They've had so many opportunities in front of goal, and Pineda able to step up and find the back of the net here for Oklahoma State. Her first of the season, veteran cowgirl, able to find a way here late in the second half.
Yeah, Pineda with 6 goals and 5 assists last season. And they've been knocking on the door. I use that expression, Anna, but you know, credit ORU for their defensive play. And now they've got to open it up a little bit, haven't they, as the Cowgirls get a throw-in. But the home side have been knocking on the door.
They have. They've had multiple opportunities, but I mean, we've talked about ORU's defense has been so solid, and it's unfortunate for goalkeeper Reefer. She got a hand on it. You wonder, could she have saved it? But the power generated from Pineda may have been enough. It's been Boydell here.
Yeah, Ben Boydell opening up again onto the right foot here. Hits the defender. Of course, the Cowgirls would love a second here to almost kill the game off, you would feel. Of course, we must remember going back to the 0-0, Chloe Joseph had to clear one off the line. Briner tidies up, finds Jeffroy. Now it's game management time for the Cowgirls, with the Bedlam game to come on Thursday. Game you can see with us here on Big 12 on ESPN+. Pineda, the goal scorer, has just given that one away. There's the ball over the top. And the clearance completed by Jeffroy and Grace Gordon. And the ball is out, and it will be a throw-in to the Cowgirls. Laura Wilson gets away from 2. And in the end, the referee's going to bring it back for a little pull. Laura Wilson's a great player. Bundles of energy. And, you know, will really enjoy playing as a sophomore, you know, freshman. She had a good season last season, but, you know, a good player and a versatile player.
She is, and she has really good technical ability. She had a great assist at Nebraska, one-time ball in behind, and you see another good pass here to Ben Boydell.
Ben Boydell to the byline, could pull it back, does pull it back. There's a snapshot from Heisler. And again, how many times have we said it tonight? There's an ORU defender in the way. Laura Wilson this season, 3 goals, but maybe more importantly, 6 assists. Just popping up in different pockets on the field, creating something. Does it again here to Ben Boydell. Now Pineda will work hard to keep this one in. Does keep it in. Keeps control of the ball, twisting and turning the goal scorer. So important to Colin Carmichael and the Cowgirls, and that one, in the end, a little bit tired into the side netting. 2 more substitutes coming on for the Golden Eagles. Let's make that 4, I think, down there. Audrey Weir comes back on. Zoe McCabe up front, still working hard. Julia Tessapong, I can tell you, is from Grindavik in Iceland. But don't ask me, Anna Bergel, to pronounce
Don't ask
where
me
she
either.
went to high school. We have wonderful notes given to us for our broadcasts, and it always tells us where the girls went to high school, and my Icelandic pronunciations are not up to the task tonight, I'm afraid. Good player, though. She's led the line well. Not easy up against the likes of Bryner and Jeffroy and Joseph when you're up there on your own in particular.
She's held up play really well, giving her team a chance to get forward. And this is important. Oklahoma State needing to stay switched on defensively, and Oral Roberts with a chance here. Even if it's not the first ball, it could be the second ball, the knockdown, needing to be first to give themselves a chance on frame.
Ariana Fresquez, the red-shirted senior from Chandler, Arizona. Right-footed ball into the danger area. Good header away. Ball belted down the right-hand side out. It's going to be a throw. We've got just under 8 minutes to go. Still the score 1-0. Tight game. And are you just enjoying a little bit of possession here? Hannah Voskul. The referee said that there will be an infringement and it will be a free kick. Player down. And will have to come off. For the ORU player limping away. There's the referee. There's Jordan Grigsby. I've been very impressed with Jordan Grigsby. You know me very well, Anna Bergel. Watching a game of football, I just love those. The player that plays in the number 6 role, they roll their sleeves up, they get stuck in, they don't maybe score many goals, they're not spectacular in what they do, but they just go unnoticed, and I think Grigsby's one of those players.
Yeah, and she was unavailable last game, and head coach Austin Reisenhuber mentioned that there was a hole there. She's a big vocal leader for this Oral Roberts team, and having her back on the field, they're very pleased to have her available and ready throughout the rest of the season. But definitely doing a lot of that unsung hero work.
Ball flicked on, cleared away, up towards halfway. Well, there's a ball over the top. There wasn't an offside flag. Jeffroy, though, will tidy up. It goes back to Grace Gordon. Gordon, who played all 90 minutes in the 2-0 win at Nebraska, and looks to be doing the same here with just under 7 minutes to go here tonight with the score at 1-0. Real good challenge there, and it's gone the way of OEU. I think Chloe Wright got a little bit tangled up there, so a chance to get players forward here to produce an equaliser. There is the Icelandic girl, the number 11, worked so hard, Julia Tessapong. Fresquez again driving the ball into the area. There's a header down. Where's it going to fall? Gondner was back there helping out. Heisler can't get control of the football. Back in. Headed away by Bryner, who very rarely misses anything in the air. Late on here. How are you looking for an equaliser? Good easy catch for Grace Gordon.
Good effort here from Oral Roberts with some life on the wings, just getting stuck into tackles, trying to keep plays alive. Grace Gordon forced to make a save there. And this game not over yet with the scoreline the way it is, a thin margin still. We've seen ORU start to go a bit more direct, which I think is the right call late in the game, try and get some numbers forward as Heisler trying to find her way through the defense again for ORU, and a solid challenge, and it looks like it will be a goal kick opportunity. Yeah. Great defending.
Yeah, great defending, good battle. There's Austin Ryman Hooters schedule, we already said, but Nice on Thursday for their home opener at the Case Soccer Complex there in Tulsa, and then at Oklahoma, and then TU, and so it goes on. And a good schedule for Oral Roberts.
Yeah, at Oklahoma will be tough. Tulsa, kind of in-state, down-the-road rivalry, and then again you saw at number 8 Texas Tech. So they are loading up the schedule on the front end, wanting to see what they're made of, and they've had a really good showing here against Oklahoma State, and will continue to build on that throughout their non-conference games.
Horizon Hoover coached at both the University of California, Santa Barbara, and Cal State Monterey Bay, and served as an assistant at Cal State Monterey Bay for 2 seasons before heading to Santa Barbara. And now he's playing his trade in Tulsa at ORU. Wilson was in the thick of things then for the Cowgirls. Here's Reisenhuber holding the ball up. Wilson, who we talked about earlier on, just loses control of the football. Foul given. Free kick taken quickly by Kennedy Lang-Bartels. Now the ball driven into the box by Audrey Weir. Weir gets it back. Now it's out wide on the right-hand side to Tessapong. Still control the football. That came off the defender. That will be a corner late on here. 3.5 minutes. Time running out. But again, credit ORU here. 1-0 down. Really taking it to the final whistle.
This is a great opportunity here late in the game. Oklahoma State needing to stay switched on here defensively. Had a goal line save earlier in the game off of a corner kick. So we know that ORU can be dangerous in these positions. Thrown everyone up forward, trying to find this late equalizer off of the left-footed in-swinger.
Holds the left arm aloft. Here it is. Right into the danger area. There's a header away. Jeffroy it was. He got some kind of a head on it. And a good defensive play from one of the OSU Cowgirls player of the match, and that is Ben Boydell. Fresquez kept it alive. Now it's come out. It's going to be a throw-in. ORU thought it was their ball. Quick throw-in here. Heisler down that right-hand side. 4 blue-shirted players coming back, but they're all tired. Heisler's going to go all the way here. Drives it across goal. Is it going to stay in here? Pineda will chase this one down and has kept it in. And just wants to take time and will win the throw-in. I say again, game management time now in a very closely fought game.
Yeah, Oklahoma State will not want to give ORU an opportunity to march down the field, whether that's a shot in the run of play or another corner kick opportunity. Try to burn some seconds here in the corner off of the clock. Not in a rush.
Gracie Ben Boydell from Fallon, Missouri. Pineda's in the thick of things. Now Wilson's in there as well. ORU just can't get the ball out of the corner. And it's just under a minute and a half to go. It's been a great game, and both teams can take a bow at the end for really giving everything for their particular team. There's a free kick late on, and ORU need to be very quick here. They need to belt this ball forward, and I think it's going to be Ariana Fresquez here to belt it forward. We're playing the last minute here. Still, the Cowgirls leading by Pineda's goal, the only goal of the game. Bryner, anywhere will do now. Brought down well by Loudon Wilson. Loudon Wilson is fouled. And the referee keeping the clock going here. Yellow card. Free kick then, very late on. Bryner coming forward in no hurry to take this one. The line is held very high. It goes out here to Loudon Wilson, good skill from her. His Pineda could have one last shot at goal. Last few seconds. And the Cowgirls will start their 2024 campaign at home here with the narrowest of victories over a very tough OIU side.
Outstanding defensive performance from Oral Roberts, but Oklahoma State ultimately able to find the breakthrough with Xcaret Pineda. Great long distance shot. Oklahoma State peppered this defense all evening with opportunities, but Oral Roberts getting stuck in challenges, making it very, very difficult. Excellent improvement from their loss at Texas A&M Commerce, coming in only allowing 1 goal to a tough Oklahoma State team, and OSU building on their win at Nebraska, now at home, heading into Thursday's game against OU that we all know will be very, very competitive, but great performance from both teams and definitely some takeaways heading into this season.